Stillman Valley finishes its season 27-7 and finishes third in Class 2A, and which is the best finish in school history. With us from Stillman Valley, we have Robin Aldi, Samantha Hellier, head coach Heather Aldrich, Erin Mansden, and Jessica Garrick. Coach, can you tell us what it feels like to finish third?
It feels awesome. The girls have always had the goal to come down here and play at Redbird Arena, and to finish like we did and with a win and finish these seniors seasons out with a win, we couldn't have asked for a better finish.
Questions?
Samantha, you knew what you were doing in the last play, didn't you? You go all the way down.
I'm going to make this clear. It was my little sister.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, my little sister, Jessie Hellier, little freshman. No, the TV reporter got it wrong, too. We are identical. It's okay. I get it all the time. But they started out in boxing one on me because they knew, that and I knew they were going to pressure me and double team me the whole way. So I had all my faith in my little sister, the little freshman, and she got it done for us in the end.
Some big free throws from her, too.
Yes, very big, very big.
Just wondering if anybody can talk about that with a team with 5 senior starters, that you had a freshman make such big plays, and Maddie Stone had some big plays too today. How amazing is it with 5 seniors? You can have a freshman come in and have no fear.
Go ahead.
I think it's absolutely encouraging to see that we have such a variety on our team that we can have, underclassmen come in with the same confidence and step in and be role players that, on any given night, we have 7 players that can get the job done.
Robin, you still had to put the ball in, didn't you?
Yeah, but I couldn't have done it without them, First in our sectional game against Rock Falls, I get a pass from Sam, and now I get a pass from her younger sister, Jessie. The Helliers just make me look good, I guess.
Well, was that a hard? She whipped that around people. Was that? Could you see that clearly all the time?
Oh, yeah. It was. I saw the ball. It was a perfect pass. It was right to me.
I saw it was right to you, but I didn't even see how she could see you and through the crowd and everything else.
I'm not sure how she saw me, but a good guard gets it to you. So. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jess, could you talk about how it is like to kind of make the same type of play your big sister made just to get you to state? To get numbers?
I'm still shaking. But I don't even know what to think. Just getting it to Robin, I don't even know how I saw her, but she got it, grabbed it, and finished it. All these girls had faith in me as a freshman. I didn't even have faith in myself, and they gave it to me, and I love all of them.
Erin, the last game you got off to kind of a team with a slow start. Tonight you came out and hit the first basket. Was that sort of nervous, or how did it feel?
It felt great because the other game I did not have a really good shooting game, and I really wanted today. I practiced a lot, and I really wanted to open up the game and get that confidence back, So it was really a great feeling.
Yeah, Erin, you guys made 7 of your first 9 shots, and you made a 3. Jessica made a 3. How much easier did it make everything that, as a team, you guys started off shooting well?
It really it makes a cushion for us. So I think that gives us it gives us a lot of confidence to keep going, and we know that we have a little cushion if we need it, but to keep playing hard.
How about you, Jess? How much easier did that make everything else when at least you start off shooting? And it seems like early in the game matters more because that's all the game so far.
Right. When you hit the shots right off the start, it gives you a lot of confidence. You get the ball, and instead of thinking in the back of your mind, oh, this might not go in, you're like, oh, I just hit that shot, I'm going to hit this one. You get off on a good roll, and from there it just builds off itself.
Coach, can you talk about what the options were at your last time out that looked like give it to the freshman and have her go all the way?
Well, they were applying a lot of pressure on Sam. At one point, they were double teaming her when we were trying to pass it in on an inbound play. And I know Jessie's got real good speed and quickness. And I wanted to take that pressure off Sam, having 1 or 2 players just all over her and give that opportunity to Jessie. She's proven herself. We told her in the timeout, we know you're quick and you can make this play. You're a good ball handler. And it's something that we practice, our little ISO 1-4 low. So it wasn't anything new that we drew up, just something that we use quite a bit and are comfortable with and have hit some game winners on it. So the girls have a lot of confidence in that play. And I think a lot of the confidence that Jessie has stems from the seniors and being able to have a season with this group of girls and be able to model their character on and off the floor and their confidence.
How hard was it to stay calm in that situation when it looked like it could have easily been a foul in your midcourt, but they get it and go the other way and get the lead? And how hard was it to keep your head up and not be down and to stay calm enough to be able to come back like that?
Well, we've been in a lot of situations like this in the postseason, and I have a lot of confidence that these girls will make plays. You know, these aren't any different plays than what I ran when I coached in the very beginning 8 or 9 years ago. These are just girls that can make plays, and so I have a lot of confidence in the fact that any one of these girls can step up, just like one of these girls had said, Sam or Jess, that we have 7 girls who can make plays, and I fully believe in them and have a lot of confidence in them.
I mean, third and state's great, but winning it this way, coming from behind, handling adversity, I mean, how much, does it make it better even? And if so, how? Put it into words.
Makes it so much sweeter.
What was the energy level like tonight, I mean, after having just played yesterday?
We were a little tired. We made sure that when we got back to the hotel that we had a team dinner and were able to loosen up a little bit. Took a little trip to Chuck E. Cheese today to kind of loosen things up and make sure that they relax. It's just another ball game. I mean, even though it's their last ball game, it's another ball game.
Sam, of the 13 teams that are in the conference right now, the highest anybody's ever finished is third. You've done it once, Byron's done it once, and Winnebago's done it once. I mean, not just school history, but you're kind of tying conference history. How much does that mean?
I mean, our conference is one of the strongest, I think, in the Northern Illinois area. Coming off, I mean, knowing that either Rock Falls, Lutheran, or us in the sectional, I mean, any one of us could have taken it, and we just got, you know, the upper hand and made the plays when it counted there. It just is huge. I mean, being able to be up with those good teams back in, you know, when they made it to third and state, I mean, it's just a huge honor.
Jesse, since I gave your sister credit for that long final drive before you came in, congratulations. But talk about hitting those free throws down the stretch, because obviously you needed them.
Well, I've been working on free throws a lot and, well, counted when it needed to. I mean, just I had to, like, let everything go and I don't know, just making them just...
You got it. She's a freshman. She's okay.
Hey, Jess, if you could play Freeport Aquin again, how big of a crowd do you think you'd get now rather than playing at 9 in the morning?
We would love to play Freeport Akron again. We have made such good friendships with them throughout the summer. We were in team camps. We were in summer league. I think it would be a ball to play them again. We had a great time getting to know them and, you know, have a little competition with them. It would be a lot of fun.
Jesse, can you describe how once you got the ball, how everything unfolded from your perspective?
Well, like, I knew that, like Coach said, that I had the speed, so I knew I had to get it down there. I couldn't just wait and think about it like I usually do, so I knew I just had to push it down there, and the rest unfolded from that.
Coach, you seem to score really effectively on inbounds plays all night. It's kind of ironic that you one-on-one, even if it was full court, but can you comment on anything you saw? I mean, you got jump shots, you got layups off.
You mean all night off the out-of-bounds plays?
Yeah.
And it's not anything that we really do special. I used to drop a lot and have 4 different sets and all that stuff, and they just never materialized anything. And then over the summer, we always run low and high. High-low, 4 up, 4 down, and just let them play, honestly. There's no secret ingredient or anything like that. The girls just make plays.
And finally, anybody can speak to this. Your thoughts on that heave by Aurora looked like it was right on at the buzzer.
I mean, it was right in my face. I thought, like, if this goes in, that would have been insane. But, I mean, it bounced out, so I guess I'm happy about that.
You were thinking secure the rebound,
I got
right?
one.
Yeah.
I know that this one, your rule book, but different teams or referees certainly interpret it differently. And just in the playoffs, you probably had the extremes where the Rock Falls game where the fouls and traveling were called extremely tight. And then last night was maybe the other in the spectrum, the most physical what's it like to adjust to different sets of officials from a coaching standpoint and from a playing standpoint? I don't think, Samantha, you've probably been banged as much as you were all year.
Oh, I mean, it's great to be, come out here and yes, there have been games that they've called every little thing and you're like, okay, why is everything against us? But it gives us the opportunity to play in different aspects and different opportunities in the game. And I personally like getting the physical play, and because I'm a physical defender as well, so being able to get away with some stuff also is pretty nice.
I think from a coaching perspective, one thing we talk about all season long, because you never know, what the crew, it is subjective, what they're going to call. And one thing we always say is you got to adjust. If they're going to let you play, well, then that plays to our favor. But if they're not, they're going to tighten it up. We've got to be smart and use our head. And that's something we talk about from game one. And hopefully that will play into effect in the playoffs.
All right, thank you, Stillman. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are, yes.
Seconds left in the game. Round one, team's up 2.
Alex,
pretty much it.
Aurora Central Catholic closes the year 25-8 and finishes 4th in Class 2A, which is the best finish in school history. With us from Aurora Central Catholic are Alex DeCrane, Tess Alderman, head coach Mark Fitzgerald, Jackie Cordona, and Caitlin Rosa. Coach, can you reflect on the game and the season for us?
Well, it was written in some local papers, one local paper, that we had an easy road to the state playoff. And that it was never said, but it was insinuated that maybe, it was too easy for us and maybe we didn't belong. I think these ladies showed tonight that they belonged here. I think they showed that they had the heart and the determination to be champions, and I consider them champions. And what these young ladies, particularly these seniors here, have done in their time at Aurora Central Catholic will never, ever be forgotten. And I have the utmost admiration for them, and they'll always have a place in my heart.
Question.
Hey, Alex. Ashley fouls out early in the fourth quarter. Here you stepped up again like you did in the Super. Can you tell me how you were able to contribute and step up there, especially knowing that one of your key players had already fouled out earlier in the quarter?
Well, knowing that she fouled out, I realized that someone else needs to step up in the game, and with the help with my teammates, getting me open and having different assists to different people, it shows that we are all a team, and it helps me realize that I can contribute more than I can.
How hard was it to get that? You were the one that got the steal, right? And
Yes.
How hard was it to get that ball? It looked like a bit of a tussle there between the two of you.
It was hard. I mean, she grabbed my arm at the end, but I got it out of her hand, and I dribbled down, and I got the foul.
Thank goodness they didn't pay attention to me when I was saying poison, poison, which means foul, foul, foul. So I was very glad to see that, which is good. That's the only time, one time you guys can listen.
Caitlin, in that second half, you were hobbled at times, but never gave up the desire to stay out there. Also, Jackie, you banged up your elbow there in that second half, but you girls weren't going to give up until the very end.
Oh no, we were very determined to get that third place trophy, but we came down here. We already knew at the beginning of the summer we were going to be downstate. Coach already told us, so I'm very proud of the team. We did an awesome job today.
That's a huge 3-ball from NBA 3. Talk about that shot.
Coaches always say in the flow of the game, don't take one that's not. So, I mean, I felt it. I mean, it was an assist from inside, so inside out, you shoot it.
That's what you do it,
just shot it and hoped it would in.
So how hard was it to take that lead a couple times so late and then wind up losing in the last second?
I mean, we wanted to get the last shot, which is we did get a shot. I mean, it was a battle back and forth. Both teams were very tough, but there's a lot of games where it comes down to the final shot and you make it or you miss it. You've got two options. I mean, it can go either way, and it just didn't go our way tonight. So.
Kind of hard to believe that a team with 5 senior starters, a freshman, comes off the bench and drives and makes that play.
Yeah, I mean, a player's a player. I mean, she's probably worked hard as much as the seniors have, and I mean, it pays off. She's a good player, so I don't think it's really about the senior. If she's a senior or a freshman, she's a good basketball player.
Hey, Jack, you guys gave up a 9-0 run in the first quarter, fell behind early. How were you guys able to persevere and come back from that?
We just didn't want to lose, and I think that's what helped.
Ladies, what will you take away from this experience this weekend?
I've learned how much I love my team.
Coach, talk about how far you've come. I remember talking to you at Newark last year, and you were just pleased as punch to beat Newark.
Yes.
How far have you come?
We've come all the way downstate.
And mentally too. I mean,
yeah, it's when you have fine kids like this, the road is easier. It's paved with fine student athletes like this, and most coaches never ever have an opportunity to even get here, and I'm honored to have been able to work with these young ladies, and I get a chance to work with this young lady again next year, which I'm very pleased about. The pendulum has shifted at Aurora Central. We're here to stay. Obviously, if they move us back up to 3A, that's going to be tough, but doesn't mean that we cannot be one of the best teams in the area and eventually the state. The tradition that these seniors have set, I can truly now say, and the underclassmen are going to get T-shirts tomorrow, hopefully if the vendor comes through, that says tradition never graduates, and I want everybody to understand that that's the case. They set the stage for this, and now we just keep going. We're just going to keep going. And I just want to say one quick thing. Caitlin Rosa she shouldn't even be playing. She has a bursa sac problem in her leg, and you saw the pain she was in. Jackie took some terrible, terrible shots in our sectional, and she's really hurting. She has bad back. Tessa has shin splints so bad that she's not to be under ice for the next couple hours. Lisa Rodriguez cannot use her right hand. Alex just gets beat to a pulp a lot because she's a very physical player. She takes it to the hole. For those kids, and then Ashley Wilk, of course, she takes a pounding everywhere. For those kids to put the effort that they just put in there speaks to the character and quality of these kids, and I'm just proud to be associated with them.
Hey, Alex, could you build on the tradition never graduates part? You're going to be a big part of the team next year. I mean, will you feel like that's a leadership kind of thing you're going to have to take on moving forward to keep this thing moving?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to try to push the sophomores this year to have the experience of state like I have had this year. And so we're just going to have to work harder than we did just to get up to that spot and go to 3A next year.
Alex, can you talk about the 3 you hit midway through the fourth quarter? It was the first time you guys had the lead since early in the game.
My 3, I just set my feet, and then I get an assist from, I think it was Caitlin who gave me the pass. But it was in the flow of the game, as Tessa has said. It's always in the flow of the game when we shoot. And when we shoot in the flow of the game, we make it.
Most of the time.
Any more questions?
Tessa, can you talk about what the plan was in the final play and how to
Well, we wanted to get it to Jackie and just have her go all the way down, but they stopped her, so then I just ended up with it with a second left, so I just baseball shot it and hit the rim.
Jackie was to drive and look for either Tessa or Alex. And, they played good defense. It's a very good defensive team. So, but we had the shot.
Anything else? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.